Let me get this straight. You clicked on this video because you're simply tired of this year. You had your free trial, the world is going to hell, and you're telling yourself if there was only a way to go to some better times. Well, there is. Technically. Theoretically. Kind of? Let's explain, shall we? Okay, so picture this. It's Monday morning, you just woke up, and for some reason, you have a horse. That is, for another reason, shaped like a DeLorean. And your Aunt Jessica shows up with a chardonnay. She gets in a DeLorean-shaped pony and yeet herself at 90% of the speed of light for a whole day. Now, once she finds the brakes, it'll be Tuesday morning from her perspective, but actually for you and, well, everyone else, it would be Wednesday afternoon. So did your aunt just time travel? If so, is that even possible? And what does the Chardonnay have to do with all that? Well, let's find out. Believe it or not, humans have been trying to figure out how to time travel for a very, very long time. In other words, you're not the only one who hates the world they live in, and definitely not the first one. See, if we go back through time to 400 BC, we will find a Hindu text such as Mahabharata that tells us a tale of a time travel by ancient kings. In this specific one, ancient ruler takes his daughter to the kingdom of Brahma, the creator god, but when they come back, everything has changed. Because the time flows differently in the realm of gods, centuries have passed on Earth and their kingdom is gone. Now, if you notice something here, yeah, you're correct. They're talking about time dilation, and that is important for what comes next. In 1905, a genius and the world's most scientific meme introduced a theory of special relativity that, amongst other things, talks about this exact phenomena. More specifically, it suggested that time slows down for objects that are traveling at very high speeds. Now, in our case, when your aunt gets in a high-speed DeLorean chase, time stretches for her as she approaches the light speed. This, however, only appears to happen from your perspective because you are not moving. Confused? Good, it's physics. Everyone is. See, the absolute speed limit of the universe is the speed of light, so if you're traveling at 90% of that speed, then that means that for you, light travels 90% slower. You may even catch it, right? Well, no, not really. See, light speed is the same regardless at what speed you travel at. And that is exactly why time slows down for you the faster you go. It's like a cosmic cop that bends the universe and stretches time to keep you from breaking the law. Come to think of it, that ain't that bad of an idea actually. Anyways, this means that if you travel very, very fast, you will indeed be in the future once you slow down, or more specifically, in the future of those who weren't moving. Okay, so going very, very fast means that you go very, very far in time. But what happens at or even above the maximum speed? Let's say that you're hell-bent at escaping the space cops and you want to break that limit. Well, if getting closer to the light speed gets you farther in future by slowing down your time, reaching that speed stops the time entirely. And getting above that speed, well, it seems like you'll be going back through history. The crazy thing is that this was technically allowed by Einstein's theory of relativity, and many speculated that this might be a way for going back through time. So by this logic, if Jessica put some of that Chardonnay in the tank and revs it up to 90% above the light speed, would she go back to Saturday? Well, no, not really. See, unfortunately, the universe is a real party breaker and a Grinch that simply wouldn't allow for this. Remember all of that slowing down your time to prevent you from getting close to the speed of light? Well, yeah, so no matter how many Chardonnays you slide in that pony, the time will just get slower and slower while the speed of light will be, well, as fast as light. In other words, you can never reach it, you can never exceed it, so you ain't going back ever again. Now, there is an interesting way that we tested this whole time dilation thing, and that is with our GPS satellites. See, because they're all flying around up there much faster than we're spinning, the time actually ticks slower. Because of this, they have to compensate for that whenever they do, well, whatever satellites do, like getting you in a tick of traffic on a Friday afternoon. So to summarize all of this, yes, you and your aunt can go in the future if you have a pony-shaped DeLorean, and if you're wondering what the hell was the Chardonnay all about, I don't know, man, it's your aunt, I'm just telling the story. But please, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future.